Hi cuties and welcome to our Spicy Babies podcast episode number 3. This is Z, Roxy and Saaniya reporting to you not live from Dubai because this will be edited and then uploaded on YouTube. But welcome back, and today we are going to be talking about researcher breakups. In the last episode, we spoke about soulmates, and when it's not a soulmate, turns out you have to go through something pretty shitty to figure that out. What do you think would be a good reason, like valid reasons to break up with someone?
Well, I mean, there's the big ones, right? Like if they cheat on you.
Infidelity for sure.
Infidelity as a big one. Hopefully, I hate it. I've always said to my partners that if you're going to cheat, at least call me before and then break up. And then.
Like,
Just
hey, so there's this girl like right next to my crotch.
I'm like, I've just met a girl at a bar. Please dump me.
We're not touching yet.
Okay, that's okay. At least I was like, I've never been cheated on.
Just the tip.
You've never been cheated on? I've been cheated on by almost everyone I've ever dated.
Jesus.
That's great.
One guy refused to admit it, but I'm pretty sure he did.
Oh crap. Oh no, I've never been cheated on.
No?
No.
Wow.
I've been broken up with, but never cheated on.
You must be so undamaged.
Yeah.
That's so great. You must have like no trust issues.
But
This
really?
is why she likes everyone she meets.
She's been scarred by the truth
She
of
likes
life.
literally fucking everyone.
I know.
Yesterday, everyone I pointed at, she was like, "Oh my god, that's like the best person on earth."
That's why she's
And I
the
was like,
worst
"Roxy,
person.
stop it."
And then I was like, look, don't look at me. I'm not actually a great character.
Yeah, she was like, "Look, I just like everyone. At least you're self-aware.
I'm self-aware. I know that I like everyone to a fault.
You know that your
It's a
judgment
problem.
means absolutely
I
nothing.
know. She's like, I wish that meant something. I'm like, I know it doesn't. It means nothing.
It means nothing.
It means
Okay, so
nothing.
besides infidelity, what are the reasons that you guys have broken up or been broken up with before?
Losing the spark, I feel like. So if
Spark.
So,
Losing
okay,
the spark for
infidelity
sure.
for
I think
sure.
that was my like.
losing spark.
But I think it's also the effort. I feel like you can go through problems like losing the spark, but if the other person isn't making an effort and you're making all the effort, that's fair. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think it should be a one-sided thing at all. One person should never be expected to carry a whole relationship. I think that's a good reason to break up. I think loss of trust is not just from infidelity.
No.
I think loss of trust comes from a bunch of things. You know?
Like what?
Like, just someone not having your back.
I think lying. I think just lying about even small stuff makes me a little bit like, ooh.
Yeah, I had a friend who like her partner started lying about where he was going. He wasn't cheating, but he was just like going to places and just lying about where he was going.
Yeah.
I think that must be
Dumped his
like,
ass.
why would you need to lie? There must be some cheating thing, I think.
Why
I'm
would
very
you lie?
scarred.
Exactly. Why would you lie?
I think everything must be cheating. Must be.
What are you doing?
Are you cheating? Could be. It's like my
don't
favorite
know.
go-to thing.
I've got a question about the cheating. Okay, what is worse for you guys? If one, the guy has physically gone out and cheated, or two, if the guy's emotionally cheating. So he's like confiding in another person, whereas he should be confiding in you.
That's a tough one.
It
Because
is, isn't it?
physically.
Really?
Yeah.
Because what about you?
No, because emotionally, like you talk to friends and like I confide in like non-partner people all the time.
No,
Because-
but I mean, okay, let me elaborate on what I mean. So, okay, physical might be like,
What if he's like, so my dick is like...
What is this emotional?
I don't know.
emotional
Maybe that's the
dick.
emotional
Like that.
connection is like about my dick, you know?
I mean,
Like today I looked at it and it said, hello cutie, and I said, hello cutie back. That's what I would do. If I had a dick every morning, I'd be like, hello cutie.
thank God you're not a man, son.
digressing.
best
I had once though, I did feel like, I guess it was jealousy or whatever, but I did feel a little bit betrayed when I was with someone for a long time and he was going through a tough time. Like one of his friends was really sick and was medically, like, I think they had some illness, and he'd met this girl at a party and I kind of walked over to say, hey, what's up? And he was telling her about this situation in his life. And I was like, you've just met this girl? She happened to be really pretty as well. So that just did not help. But I did feel a bit betrayed. I was like, why are you telling a total random stranger who happens to be really cute that this life story of yours when it's really personal?
Yeah.
So I did feel betrayed.
Yeah. I feel like as soon as the girl is pretty, it's like, that's not cool.
Unfortunately.
If she's
You
not
would've been
pretty, I'm
completely
like,
fine.
it's okay. He's just, venting. But if she's pretty, I'm like, how dare you?
But what if it's like a different, it's not like friendship, it's like edging onto, this is like romantic. So, okay.
So all the time he goes to this person. For
So he
example.
goes to this person, like he's confided in this, and this person is of the same sex as you. So it's like,
Okay, I need to say something.
go on.
I dated someone whose best female friend was also his therapist.
Like actual therapist, or like she was a
She was his therapist. Apparently she was an actual therapist, and she was his therapist.
Is that even allowed? Is that against
conflict of interest.
And that for me, like maybe there was nothing romantic between them, but that was intimate.
That is intimate.
And that for me was like, I should be your person.
Yes.
Why is it? Who's this bitch? You know,
Who
like,
is she?
the fuck?
Who is she?
Yeah, get very angry. Anyway, so I anyway have these trust issues here where I feel like it is your responsibility in a relationship to help the other person feel like they can trust you.
Yes.
100%. You
Right?
have to make the other person feel secure.
Yeah, and I do that so well. I'm so good. I'm like, look at me. I'm the most fucking awkward person on earth. Even if I wanted to flirt with someone, I can't.
This is confirmed. She is. She can't.
I can't. I'm like the best girlfriend on earth. So like, I can't. I don't know how to do it. This has happened to me before, where I've been at the tail end of a relationship where it wasn't working out.
Okay.
And we had broken up a few times, and then we were kind of on the just pretty
Were
much
you on a
broken up.
break?
We were not on a break, but we were, well, I was trying to make it work. I was trying very hard. And he was not trying.
Pray.
Story of my life.
And he wasn't hard, yeah. It's an issue.
He wasn't what? Yeah, so I did have someone else enter my life, and they
Was there
just
sparks?
no, they just like emotionally dumped all their trauma on me.
Oh.
And so I also dumped my trauma on them. And I guess there was trauma bonding.
That is a thing, by
Trauma
the way.
bonding is
It's
a thing.
It is a thing.
I guess in that way, I feel like it was in some form like intimacy. Even though there wasn't like physical things happening, it was like, you know.
I feel like it is. I don't know. I feel like I would be a bit more upset if it was like a drunken night and somebody had sex with someone or hooked up, whatever you want to say, as opposed to somebody who's like constantly got this one person that they're confiding in. That would hurt me more. I mean, I dumped them in both scenarios,
Immediately, yeah.
but that one would hurt me more.
What
Yeah, I
would
think
hurt?
that would bug me too.
No, I think the
Emotional
physical
stuff,
cheating
yeah.
would hurt me more.
Which one?
Physical cheating.
Really?
Yeah.
But imagine if he comes and tells you straight away, he's like, it was a one-time thing. It was a complete fucking mistake.
No.
Oh, no, I would break up in both scenarios. But I'm
just
saying,
be-
what would
cut
hurt
his
you more?
dick off. Just
You'd export to you by Saaniya.
Is the physical really important to you in a relationship?
yeah.
Like very important, more important than an emotional connection sort of thing?
It's equal. Physical and
think it is
emotional is
50-50.
equal for
It
me. If one of them is lacking, I have to leave. I can't.
The physical is not as high for me as the emotional sort of connection.
Are we allowed to have a saucy topic
Mentally.
as an intersection here?
What? Oh God.
Okay.
No.
It's a hypothetical. No, go. On the physical side.
Okay, ready.
So a man, he ticks all the boxes. He's fucking perfect on paper.
Love him. So
on
love.
face, on body, everything. But, big but, he's terrible in bed. What do we do? You be okay?
You'd be okay with
I'd be okay
that?
with it. He can be taught the other things.
She'd be there with her freaking iPad.
Okay, but
guys.
can he be taught? Because most men start off like that.
Exactly.
And you're very lucky if you start off with like someone who's like really good, then it's like, whoa, where'd you learn that? Because whoever she was, she did a great job.
It was a special hub.com.
No, because for men to actually be good in bed, a woman has to teach them. So if I ever meet a guy who's good in bed, I'm like, thank you, whoever you were. You did a great job. I'm so proud. I'm
Is it
grateful.
true? It's usually like older women teaching them.
No, I don't think. Well,
No?
probably you think someone.
You would think so.
It's either an older woman or a hoe who's like,
That's not where it goes.
I don't know.
Take it out.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like
Oh shit, is it Z? Z's just doing the Lord's work.
No. I was gonna.
the Lord's work. Thank you, Z.
Yeah,
We are all
everything.
grateful.
Everything we need to know.
Just one at a time. I've been with people who have been not great in bed, and like
They get
as
great.
long as they're teachable, it's okay. But I have been with people who are not teachable.
But what if it's like false confidence? They're like, oh yeah, I'm freaking great.
I've been with that too.
Yeah, I know
It
that
sounds
dude.
like I'm a hoe,
I know that
but a lot
dude.
of these are the same person. So a lot of them are the same person. So yeah, there's like being bad in bed and then being really like arrogant about it.
Yeah.
Being like, wasn't that great? And it's like, so great because I'm polite. You know, I'm such a polite person. I'm so nice. I'm a cutie. What about you? Would you
What would I
break up with a dude because he's bad in bed?
No, wouldn't.
You'd stay.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, he's okay at everything else. He's just not good at
I've stayed with guys long.
base 4. fourth base.
For me, the physical is not such a huge
No,
part.
physical's everything.
I feel like
all of
physical
it.
definitely, you could have like the perfect guy and then physical's like, it needs to match. It needs to match. It's a 50-50.
We got the infidelity, we got the bad in bed. What else would you? The emotional cheating. But what else would you
Emotional
like?
cheating.
Obviously, I
spark.
feel like, and I don't know if this is for everyone, but when you're in like a toxic, abusive relationship, but it's not like obviously very apparent, it's sometimes like subtle. And then one day, it just like, there's this moment of clarity, which is what happened to me with my first boyfriend.
Oh,
My first boyfriend I dated from 15 to 18.
you're a baby.
Yeah, he was much older.
How old was he?
I was 15, he was like
Don't say 40.
18, turning 19. No, that's like
The way she said it, I was like, hello, Epstein, is that you? Like,
15, 19. Are you
it is
kidding?
it's a difference, but like
I
the way
was
you
a
said it, I thought she was
baby.
going to say like a 30-year-old.
No,
I was
God,
like,
no.
Jesus.
So I dated this guy for 3.5 years, and he was like a little bit insane. Like he would like, I remember, you know, I was going through my phases. I tried alcohol for the first time. I was like, I had one shot of alcohol, and then he broke a mirror and cut his whole body.
Because you tried alcohol.
Yeah, and then he called me and he was like, I'm bleeding. I was like, oh shit.
He was against you drinking alcohol? Is
He
that why
wasn't just
like,
against me drinking. Yeah, he
mutually
made me
himself?
delete every guy from my MSN Messenger list because back in the day.
Oh, ASL. I miss ASL.
I never got
days.
into ASL. Oh, ASL. I thought you got about AOL.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We're all doing ASL. Do you remember ASL?
No, man.
What? You just
ASL,
enter a
age,
random
sex,
thing.
location.
Age, sex, location.
Huh?
Yeah, it was
Imagine
like
if
what you
people
said
did
to
that
people in
now,
chat
by the way.
rooms.
That's
Oh.
really creepy. Age, sex, location. That's so
No, I
creepy.
don't
Why
remember.
did we think that was normal?
It was hilarious.
It
was
was.
the initial
sex,
internet
location.
days
Okay.
when we were learning how to speak to one another from across the world. But
Some of us are still learning.
yeah, tell her to a lot of my DMs.
I'm still doing the I think.
Yeah. But so this guy made me delete all the guys off my MSN Messenger. And then he would also, like, when I would like wear a skirt, he would measure it with a ruler because he had a rule that it cannot be above more than like 2 inches above your knee.
You know what I love? You were in your convent school when you were dating this guy, weren't you?
Yeah.
So
I
you
was in
think
my
the
convent
nuns would have
Catholic
done
school.
that? Yeah, I mean, he was basically doing the
He
Lord's
was a
work
nun.
again.
He was doing the Lord's work. Jesus would, well, actually not Jesus, but the nuns would have been like, very good, beta. Because the nuns were Indians. But yeah, he was, and you know, he was my first relationship. So I didn't know that it's not meant to be like this. So, and he was my first relationship. And
How
then
did you meet this guy?
that's a whole other story. Anyway, talking about breakups. And then 3.5 years later, I just remember having this like zing moment where I was like, this is bullshit. You know, like, this is fucking bullshit. And then I was also like, I had just come out of my boarding school and I was suddenly in this world where there were lots of boys around me. And I was like, I could just have a normal one,
Yes.
you know? And then I broke up with him. And then I
for
dated some
you.
like sort of normal ones. But
It's
not for long
amazing.
though.
Not for long. There's a lot of crazy ones.
There's
It's amazing that you were there with him for 3 years. That's
3
crazy.
and a half. Yeah, because like I didn't know any better. I was so young.
So our brains, part of my research, it has this. We have this ability. It's called, is it neural plasticity? So this ability, right? That one, to wire our brains to think that something
good.
is normal.
Yeah.
And we do this during when we get into relationships, especially toxic relationships, because it never starts off being toxic, right? You start off all like honeymoon period.
Yeah.
I think I read that it's 18 months to 2 years where you still get the same dopamine.
That's the honeymoon period?
Well, that's what she said, but I've never been in a honeymoon period for 2 years. I mean,
2
that's
years?
a lot.
Seems
4
too
months,
much. Yeah,
max.
it's
That's
like
what this
4
lady was
months.
saying, that it's 18 months to 2 years and you still have the dopamine level, the oxytocin levels, all of this that's still in your brain, serotonin, that gives you those happy addiction hormones, and then they start going away. So during that phase, you develop this flexibility in your brain that your neurons rewire, thinking that this is normal.
So really, in the first 2 years of your relationship, you need someone else, like an unbiased person, to be like, no, that's fucking bullshit.
Yes, exactly.
I was about to say,
It's
Z got
Z.
so excited. She was like, wow, I'll tell you from day one. I'll tell you from day
Because
one.
during this period, you are at an emotional high. And in any emotional high state that you're in, your irrational thought becomes more stronger than your rational thought.
But obviously, it can't be Roxy who comes in and is like, that's fucking bullshit, because Roxy's gonna be like, he's so great.
Yes, this is true. But I
just
know
love
this is
him.
true. She like if Saaniya introduces me to someone and I'm like, oh, they're amazing. And I'm like, but don't take my word for it. Like, ask someone
Yeah, but I
else
feel like
as
if
well.
I introduce him to Z, Z's always gonna be like,
Yeah, we're like two different ends of the spectrum. You need someone who's in the middle.
I will give you. But
You are not the middle.
You're not. You're on my end of the spectrum.
You are like way past the end, falling off the end of the spectrum.
I think when I meet people who, let's say you are dating or someone, I'm not immediately in love with them. I check.
Yeah, you're
They're LinkedIn.
weary, but that's good. I give a realistic view of this person.
I
Because-
don't know.
No, you're realism
You're a
bordering on
hater.
pessimism.
You just hate.
I'm a realism.
I'm
realist.
optimistic.
She'll meet a
Yeah,
guy
this
I'm dating and
one's-
she'll be like,
Realist, that's the one.
realist.
Yes, I will meet a guy, and I do look at they are guilty till proven innocent. Mostly because a lot of the men you meet are not exactly have the best intentions when it comes to women and dating. I mean, this is just
but
a
like,
law of numbers, people.
You can tell by their eyes.
What?
You can.
I just
Somebody
can't.
has beautiful eyes. You can see it in their eyes.
Sure.
All right, what is the best or worst ways that to break up with someone?